All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Obviously, that was an incredibly exciting back and forth game. Obviously, Plattsburgh had you guys for 2 times this season to come back and to take one in the postseason. What does that mean moving forward, and just a little bit? Does it feel good to get a little bit of redemption off this team in general? Go ahead, Dakota.
Honestly, most definitely. Especially from my standpoint, I wasn't able to finish the first game when we played against them, and the second game I wasn't able to play at all. So this is honestly the only team I wanted to see in the playoffs, and we ended up coming out, being able to go against them and executing what we were going to execute.
Yeah, Keith, overall, how do you feel like you guys executed tonight?
I told them after the game, like, they did everything we asked them to do, you know, and I think early on in the game, like, they were scoring kind of against what they normally do. They were hitting a lot of three-point shots, and that was kind of what we were kind of allowing, because they destroyed us in the paint the last couple games. The guys did everything we asked them to do. Plattsburgh just made a ton of shots. I was proudest of the execution down the stretch, making great defensive stops and running the actions that we called, and then just battling back from two deficits, not giving up.
Sean, did you feel like, and AJ, felt like in the first half you guys really found your shooting touch, was able to kind of carry you guys through, efficient on the floor, efficient from 3. How do you feel like you guys executed, especially in the first half, just to get the score 41-41 and get into make a stop at the end to get a little bit of momentum going into the second half?
Yeah, I mean, we always preach strength in numbers. I mean, we got some guys who went down today, and if it's not my day, it's AJ's, and it's not AJ's, it's somebody else's. Me and AJ happen to be the ones making the shots in the first half today. But it's not always like that. I mean, we got 9, 10, 11, 12 guys, honestly, that can be starters at most schools. And they're always ready to play. We just follow coach's game plan and try to get it done.
For me, I noticed like a pattern in the first half. I kind of started off slow, and the second half is when I start to turn up. But my preparation was a little bit different this time, and my mindset shifted also. Just understand like it's crunch time. You know, you don't really have time to wait until the second half. So that was my intention going into the first half, to be as focused as I am down the stretch in the second half of the games.
And obviously, Dakota, I know you make an impact in every aspect, but I felt like you were more aggressive in the second half. I feel like after the and one, they kind of fed you a little bit more down low. Did you feel like you started getting your foot in offensively as the game wore on, especially in the last few minutes?
Yeah, most definitely. Obviously, it was a slow start, but a strong finish. It's not about how you start the game, but how you finish the game. So I just knew that my team was depending on me and big time plays. So.
Keith, in that final possession offensively on the out of bounds play, what was the game plan going? Did you feel like you wanted to feed Dakota there? Was it a matchup that you liked? What was the thought process?
We'd never run that play before, but we practiced it the last few weeks, and it's really just to get a guy. It doesn't necessarily have to be him. It's a good look, and somebody we think we can kind of take advantage of. I just thought he had it going, especially with who they were matching up on him. He's been a big-time player all year, and we had no doubt that he would get a good shot with space, and kind of cleared out space for him, and he did the rest. It was an unbelievable play.
Yes, sir.
Were you a little surprised that Plattsburgh pushed and didn't call a timeout right after that?
No, I think in basketball there's advantages to not calling timeout. So I'm more of a not call timeout guy in that situation. I've watched a lot of Plattsburgh, and a lot of times they've not called timeout and they've scored. We just watched one today. Sometimes you catch defense off guard, and you can't get your best defenders in there. So I think he's a great coach. He's won a lot of games actually this year, not calling timeout. So, it kind of kept us on our toes there. We had to shout out what kind of coverage we were in, and hopefully get one more stop.
And obviously, the final possession, I thought, were you impressed or not surprised the way Isaiah played really good defense on that final shot? Obviously, didn't come up with the offensive board, time ran out, but really happy with the way your freshman played on that final possession to get a little tip on that initial shot.
Yeah, Zay's, he's going to be a special player, and he's just a great kid who just listens to everything he's told, and I was happy for him to be in that moment. These guys have all been there, but he hasn't, and You know, it just shows the trust we have in him to make that type of play. And it's really hard to make that play without fouling. You know, we were getting some fouls and plays like that throughout the game, but you know, we made a decision in the huddle to put him in for defense. And you know, for a kid who was lighting it up on offense most of the year, like, you know, I'm just really proud of the play he made. You know, he just listened to what he was supposed to do and he executed it.
And obviously you guys are veteran. You won a championship. How do you kind of move forward into tomorrow with the excitement of the way this game went and just, you know, come in tomorrow to hopefully get another championship?
I just think as a veteran group, being that we've been here before, we're kind of on the other end. Like Oswego had the experience of being a defending champion, but I think us, like you said, just having the experience coming into tomorrow with a fresh mind, a new scout, it's a brand new team. We'll be able to celebrate what happened today, Sunday, but as far as tomorrow, it's just tomorrow's to go 1-0 again.
Yeah. And then what do you guys kind of expect from Cortland?
Well, we lost. Well, we beat them twice in the regular season, so obviously they're in the same position we were against Plattsburgh. So I only expect them to come out aggressive, same way they came out today against Oswego. So we know that we have to be the more physical team, can't back down from anything, and just got to give it our all.
Yeah, Sean, you feel like these guys are ready?
Oh yeah, I got so much trust in these guys and the whole team, the coaching staff. I mean, they've never set us in the wrong direction. And these guys, I know when we do what we're told in practice and we follow the game plan and we all trust each other, like good things always happen.